But I wanted to start off, I mean, for people who obviously do not know who you are, I'm a huge fan since and since 8 a.m. I won't tell my age, but yes, tell us a little about
Loose Ends was conceived in 1980. I met Steve at a party. We then said that we wanted to do a live band. So at one point there was 11 people in Loose Ends, you know, trying to rehearse, and we just got together on a groove, and we were looking for a bass player, and then we met Mr. Carl McIntosh, who was perfect, perfect. We knew that when we heard him play and we saw him, like, this guy is the guy, you know. And it's funny, Steve I had seen coming through my college, which was London College of Fashion, because his girlfriend was there, and Carl had worked in Croydon, where I was brought up. So it's, you know, we kind of met each other in passing, which was very strange. And we got signed to Virgin Records by Mr. Mick Clark, which was a blessing. He had left a record store. Steve had been going in there and bought records from him. They'd become friends. And Mick had told him, when, you know, you get your, you know, you got some demos, come and bring it to me. And we went in and he signed us. He signed us. It was amazing. You know, it was amazing. It was really that quickly. It was much longer work after we'd been signed. We were signed to Virgin Records for England, and we were signed to MCA America for Northern America. Yeah.
So how did you know you wanted to sing? Like, when did you know you wanted to sing?
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't. It just happened.
Really?
Yeah, I used to sing in the kitchen. My mother said to me, "Your money will be in your voice, Jane." That's what she said. Yeah, it was very interesting there in reflection. Yeah, but I didn't. It found me.
Wow. And did you have to take any formal lessons?
No, I took lessons when we went on our first tour. Yeah, we went on our first tour. I had a Welsh guy called Gwyn. I can't remember his name. He's a lovely man. And I said to him, "Oh, I don't want to sound different." And he said, "I can only teach you how to use your voice. I can't teach you how to sing." So yeah, because you know, you think you go to a singing teacher, you're going to sound dull. You might maybe sound, you know, too cabaret or something. And I remember he said it to me. He was a great man. Then before I went on tour here, I went to a couple of Zephyrix classes. Yeah, Gerald Busby sent us off. So yeah, the great Mr. Gerald Busby.
Yeah. See, I perked up. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Wow. So, okay. We took all the formality out. Now that we're kind of, I'm loosened up here. So, you started saying groups together, and fantastic, because there's not one song I did not like. I loved all your music. So, explain to me, like, with the video concepts and the fashion part of it, because you guys were just so...
I went to the London College of Fashion, and I decided that we should look more like a fashionable group rather than have a costume. Okay? Because at the time I think there was like stage costumey stuff, and what I wanted, because I'd just come out of fashion college, was to have clothes that were just like women wanted to wear, and they weren't too costumey, so we didn't look too corny. Yeah, and then I chose fashion photographers to take our pictures.
Yeah, they were hot.
Right? Boy George told me I should have chosen beauty photographers. That's why you go back and look at his pictures. He looks beautiful in all his pictures. Beautiful. He did, but it's like who does your lighting? You know, fashion photographers light you in a different way. I didn't want the normal just pictures that you normally get for groups. Yeah.
So, with regards to the writing of your songs, did all three of you collaborate on songs, or did you?
All three.
Really? So which songs were you responsible for?
Everything you hear on the album.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a third on all of that. That's what pays my bills. Yeah, I'm a writer. So young people out there, write your own songs. That's your pension.
Well, let's piggyback on that. What do you think about music today in comparison to...
I'm not as against it as a lot of people from my generation. I think music changes. I think sometimes what happens is we blame the artists for not being this or that, when it was really the record companies that are controlling what goes out and what the people hear. There's another Luther Vandross out there. There's another Aretha Franklin out there. This is America. America has homegrown talent. We have people that you may never, ever even see. And in England. So it's just whether they're going to get the chance to hear it. And for the stuff that's out there, I love the beats. I love rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I do. I like Kendrick Lamar's, and I love those. No Flex song, yeah, really, No Flex song. Yeah. I love that.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say no friends, but that's just me. my kids have to keep me on board with everything.
Right,
so like,
right,
Mom,
right.
you realize everything. So, from what I've interviewed with other artists from the UK, I always wanted to know, from various artists, when you first started and you had your records being played over there, how did you? Was it difficult for you to get your music played over here?
Not once we had the deal with MCA, because Joe Busby was running that ship, and everything he touched turned to gold. No, platinum. Excuse me. It turned to platinum. You know, we were lucky enough to be with Virgin, which was a very innovative company. And at the time they weren't in America. So we had a deal with for North America with MCA, and Joe Busby just had a team that was amazing. You know, he would sit you in and say, we're going to have you interview with these people, we're going to have you do this, we're going to have you do these track dates here, we're going to have you go out and blah, 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 we're going to have you go to the one-stops, we're going to fly you in. They would fly you in for publicity. They were a great machine. We had, I mean, it takes a village back in the day in the 80s to make a hit. You know, it was about the people that you never see or never hear about pushing that record up those charts. And we just had to turn up and do what we did. You know, they would always get you the opportunity, you know. So we were very lucky. And we had a great producer, Mr. Nick Martinelli. Amazing. I love him. I love him. I wouldn't have a career without him. Yeah.
So with all the people that have been supporting, supportive of you and the band overall, do you have any new up-and-coming projects?
Next year, 2015. Yes, there's my friend over here. He has a part in that, don't you? Yes.
You just said that, right? The strong silence.
Oh, yes, the powerful one.
Yes. Well, can you tell a bit, or just kind of
I don't want to put my mouth on myself. I'm very superstitious.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I have been with somebody called Steve Harvey, though, which people know from back in the day. Not Steve Harvey on the TV.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
The black man with the great suits.
Right.
I am.
Like, okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So,
thank you.
With regard to this tour now, is it something that you're doing dates just here, there?
We are. We have, like we did the Capitol Jazz Festival. We came back. Just came back from. I think we did Chicago this year. We also did Buffalo, New York. We did Nashville or Jacksonville. We've done so many dates I have forgotten. Especially it's after the show. My brain is scrambled. And tomorrow we go to BB King's in New York. Yeah.
I just know WBLS on the computer at work, so I did do that.
Oh, good.
I do. I personally, sorry, but
I think we're sold out actually.
Yeah, and the radio station's better than ours. I'm sorry. It is. BLS is better than ours.
Yeah.
So.
The WBLS is amazing. Amazing.
So, where can we find out, more information about Lucid?
Hit my Facebook page.
Okay.
On my Facebook page, Jane Eugene.
Are you accepting any friends?
I'm full up, and I'm now having to shift over to my fan page. I am a very I'm kind of resistant. I'm terrible. I think it's my age. This is where I do show my age with the social networking. Very, very bad. Look at him. So I have a fan page. I had Twitter, but I never put any pictures on it. I only put it on last week. Right?
Okay.
So I got Twitter. I don't write anything. I'm learning about it. It's terrible. Next year it will be better. Yeah. So I'm tweeting. No, I'm Instagramming.
Okay.
Tweeting.
Okay.
I used to think Twitter was for stalkers. I'm going out the door. I'm going in the front room. I'm gonna be home. I'm not gonna be home. What are they?
I don't.
I'm not that busy.
I don't even know.
What are you gonna write about?
I used to think Facebook used to be like that, but
yeah, I just don't know.
Funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I said I wouldn't keep it on. Two more questions. What is,
Cynthia Biggs. One of the best things that she told me. I asked her at the time I wanted to get better as a songwriter. She's a co-writer of Sweetest Pain with Dexter Wansdale. And I said to her, I wanted to get better. She told me, listen to country music. She said it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Right? And this is a black woman saying this, and this is a very good songwriter. And I started to listen, so what I made sure of was that my story, it was a story. It was something that people could follow. And that's what I put into the writing I did with Loose Ends. So you feel some kind of empathy for what's going on. You know? And my mother, she told me, Jane, your wealth is your health. Yeah, it's funny the things, the pearls of wisdom that your parents give to you.
You ignore when you're young.
When you're young, you're like, oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And then later on, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Or when you have your own kid, and like,
yeah,
you curse me.
Yeah.
You act just like them. You just watch me have your. I'm like, oh. All right. And so, what advice would you give, say, up and coming artists or even established artists who are trying to maybe reinvent themselves?
Love yourself. We're our own biggest critics. If you really are sensitive to music, you're never really satisfied with what you do. So there's a certain point where you have to hand it over to your higher power. I believe in God, so I hand it over to God, and I'll say, okay, that's it, I've done enough. I should keep perfecting, and then you can take everything out of it. Write your own songs. Own your own publishing. Your publishing will be your wealth, and it will be your pension. Because I never knew that 31 years ago I'd write something that I did tonight. It's still being played, not just here, around the world. That's 31 years of royalties. Right? So it's good to sing somebody else's song if you're not a songwriter. You know, do it the way you feel best. But you have to realize that there's a bigger picture. You're kind of being of service. When people come to a gig, it's not about you. It's about them. You know, because they pay good money to come and see you. So you want to make them smile. You want to leave the people who want to leave happy and buzzing. You saw those people tonight. They're coming out singing the song.
That's right.
Then I've done what I was set here to do.
And they wanted more.
Yeah, and they want more. So what you do is, when I was younger, it always used to be about the lighting, it's the mic right, so this is a certain point where that has to go, and it has to be about that audience that come out to see you. Entertain them. Don't turn up late, because they've gone through whatever they've gone through to come and sit in those seats. Turn up on time, be good about yours. Right? It's an exchange. It's not about people just coming to see you and your ego. Right? It's about you being a blessing. And I didn't realize that until I got older. And that's what I said.
Well, right now, this is a blessing for me, because if someone would tell me in a gazillion years that I'd be sitting down here speaking with you, like, yeah, right, go somewhere. And then, I'm telling you, our team, oh, gosh.
Thank you.
And I can see you forever. But
thank you.
I want to thank you for taking the time out to speak with me, and thank you as well for your assistance, because
you're welcome.
This is just a blessing for me, and I wish you nothing but the best.